Our parks are the jewel they are because of the work of dedicated parks maintenance workers such as Todd Woods, who take particular satisfaction in the look and feel of our city parks.
I started working back in 2016. My first day was May 31st. I worked at a golf course for 8 years, so I pretty much did the same thing that I do here. Worked for the people. So there's really not a whole lot different. This is my main park, but if there's a need for more hands somewhere else at a different park, then they can take me, and I can be working at any of the other parks too. It is kind of nice to be set in given one general park, so that you know all the ins and outs of everything and how people react to things you miss or don't do, and how they react to the things that you do that that benefits the city.
Todd's territory is Sports Park, located on Highway K just south of Highway 364. Sports Park is where soccer is at home.
In our in season, when soccer's going on, usually is also the growing season for grass and everything else. So on those kind of days, a typical day would be I'd come in and run routine, which is just driving around, picking up any of the ground trash that's around the park, keeping it clean, checking any of the bathrooms, emptying trash cans around the park. And then after that, it's usually either working on irrigation, any of the sprinkler heads out there that we have, or striping. Sometimes I'll stripe all the fields, I'll line all the fields. But most of the time, I'd say probably 2 or 3 times a week, we'd be mowing pretty much all day long to try to keep up with the grass, because it starts to grow pretty quick. In the wintertime, it's all of our winter projects. That's our off season. Summer and winter is our off seasons for soccer. All our benches, all our player benches out there, all our trash cans, in the wintertime they get brought back in here, and we repair any benches that need to be repaired, and then we repaint every bench and every trash can to be ready and fresh to go out for the next season. We have the celebration of lights that goes on, and guys from every park gets pulled to go over there and help do that. And anytime that there's a major snow event or something out there in the wintertime, guys, whether it's day or night, guys are getting pulled to go plow snow. So in the winter, I would say our crews, they fluctuate the most.
Todd's background makes him specifically suited to this crew and this park.
We have 17 guys on our full crew, and each one of them has a particular set of skills that they exceed better and have more experience in than, say, I do or somebody else does. And then I have experience in certain things that somebody else may not have experience, such as like irrigation. Working on the golf course for 8 years, you dealt a lot with that. Having experience in the turf maintenance thing, I think was another huge thing. What time of the season you should do things, what time of the season you should seed, what time of the season you should fertilize, which we have a general guideline, but obviously you can't always go by that because of the weather. Knowing that really helps, especially out here, because we're trying to make our fields look as green as they possibly can for the longest amount of time in the year. So, because that's what makes people happy. And then when you get to see these kids come out here with a big old smile on their face, kicking the ball around, knowing that you're the reason why they're out here doing this, keeping the sport alive and giving them something to do that they enjoy, is kind of gratifying. I really enjoy it. I've enjoyed it ever since I started. It was a real smooth transition for me, coming from the golf course to here, because like I said, it's basically pretty much the same thing. I've been doing it for a long time, and I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff, and seeing the smiles on people's faces and them having fun out there and stuff, just kind of brings joy to myself, because I know that I'm one of the reasons why they're able to do that, to come here. And I want our park to be the park that everybody wants to come to. I mean, I just enjoy being outside, and for some reason I've always just had a liking to doing this kind of stuff.